Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to my time to journal. An untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning. I took a day off. I am at the beach and I drove here yesterday. It was no different than a normal drive. But for some reason, I was very tired. And I'm starting a new project. Happy Chinese New Year, by the way. Year of the Tiger. And I'm starting a new project. I just did not have the bandwidth in my head to get it going and do it justice. And I didn't want to screw it up because I love these kind of projects and earthquakes. These are the little notes I put in my Hobonichi. Speaking of Hobonichis, I loved, not that it's a Hobonichi, but yeah, I'm way behind again. Journal Catch-Up, which is on January 25th, a week ago today. So I'm a whole week behind. My team lost. They're not in the Super Bowl. They made it to the semifinals, but they lost. That was another reason. I was just in so sad a mood yesterday because it happened on Sunday. Yesterday was Monday for me. So yeah, I use Post-its, which are someplace in my repertoire of stuff that I bring back and forth. Hopefully. Do I not have any here? Huh. Never fear, I have a notepad from my sister. Okay, Year of the Tiger. Chinese New Year. Oh, that is a Post-it. How about that? On the beginning of the month in the Hobonichi, the first page is blank, and I always try to put like the highlights of the month. Like, what did I put in January? Oh, fresh start. January, first circle, which is what I did in the month of January. This is another thing. There's no law that says that you have to start a new project in the beginning of the month. This is just what works for me. I don't know why I got into this routine, but it's been a routine for a long time. And you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I'm an old dog. So I think I'm just going to kind of go through and tell you what I'm going to do. This book right here might have something to do with it. These colors might have something to do with it. A couple months ago, I did a book of Michael Palin's travel show. And he went around the equator. Well, this is a one from the Sahara. It's a much shorter trip. And it was only 4 videos on YouTube. I don't know how many shows it was on the BBC, how many episodes, but I love his aesthetic. I love how he connects with people. I love where he goes. I would love to replicate these trips. That would be so cool. I love his dry sense of humor, obviously. He's done, ooh, he has a Himalayan one. A Hemingway adventure. Oh, I need to do that one next. Oh, Full Circle was his trip around the equator. I knew. He's done Around the World in 80 Days. I have to. Hemingway, I'm sure that has something to do with Cuba, and my dog is Cuban. We speak Spanish to him, but alas, he doesn't mind us any better there than he does normally. He's a terrible child, but he's so cute. This was done in 2002. He's so cute. He gets away with murder. Oh, let's see. 2002. Oh, 20 years old. Okay. So anyhow, this is going to be my format. If you want to kind of see what I'm going to do, his videos are on YouTube. Are they pirated copies? I don't know. I'm not in charge of that. I'm just a fan of his and I watch them. If I'm giving credit to the wrong person or if I'm watching the wrong videos, I apologize deeply. Please don't come after me, lawyers and London. But anyhow, so I made my own calendar pages. This is our title page. This is my blueprint, which I have to have one, even though I have the book. I still have to kind of have like, oh, and this is just because this is how my brain works. I kind of have to have a little bit of a plan. Warm color, sketch paper, stamps, travel, brown ink, yellow ink, craft paper, book pages, and writing. That's kind of like my packing list from the other day to bring here. I always try to have a title page, and I always now, because of Ali Edwards, try to have a reason why page, and I love to have a map page. So I will be using a traveler's notebook, a genuine traveler's notebook, a number 3. In hindsight, I would have used craft paper one, which I think is 14 or something like that, but I don't have any, and I have these. This is my all-time favorite. This is why I'm called 4x8 paper stuff right here. I owe it all to this. How simple is this? Super. So this will be my title page. This will be my reason why page, and maybe something else. And then this will be my map page. So I will start right here. So let's just put a piece of leftover Christmas washi tape right here. I don't always do this, but this will, this one's so old that it's drying out. Could have not used much at the beach. So this will be start. Pen, let's see. I'm not starting today. Sorry. It's not even writing on there. Let's, this one. Yes. Okay. This is just kind of how I gather my thoughts and how I get together and how I start a project. I am going to use, it's fitting that I use this one. Now, in hindsight, I would have printed this on sticker paper, but I was arguing with the printer again here, but I finally won. But I didn't win enough to get my wits about me and put in sticker paper. I might print them again tomorrow on sticker paper. Who knows? But so this will not, this is 0, 0 day. This is not 0, 1. So I'm going to put 1 and use this one tomorrow. Day 1. Now, I'm not going to glue it in here because I don't know where it's going to go yet. Sometimes I have a whole routine as far as, let's use different washi tape that we know works. That we know, like I'm going to always put my day here. It's going to be this shape this month. And this may take longer than a month, this project, because it is February and there's only 28 days and I'm already using up the first 2. I don't know how long this one's going to be. I do know I have found a new lady on YouTube. What is her name? She lives in Texas, but she's not from Texas. I have her in my favorites or subscribed or whatever you call it. Sylvia. I might have to look her up. I love her aesthetic. I love her attention to travel journals. She does a couple other kinds of journals. She does a book journal because she reads in many languages, which is super admirable. Can't do that here. I'm lucky if I can read in English. All right, where is she? Journal de Sylvia. Shoot. Sylvie, Journal de Sylvie. I'm pretty sure she lives in Texas, but she's from Europe somewhere. She's highly, it seems like, well, she's a lot more educated than I am, and she's a lot, she reads many languages, super intelligent, but very artistic. She did a travel journal in Egypt, which is stunning, in my opinion. But I'm going to use her as a guideline as far as using a lot of those same colors. And I even mapped out a couple, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 28 days, slightly, give or take. If I use these 6 thought processes as far as a layout and vary them a tad. Now I did this, what did I do this for? I did this for a project. Kind of had like, oh, Christmas. I kind of had like 4 different layouts I was going to swap in and out. I varied from it greatly. Mainly because I switched my topic after I kind of came, well, no, I did come up with that idea after I did the decision of using the Christmas with Charlie Brown. There actually is a Valentine's Day book I found at the store the other day, but I'm like, nope, because it's a lot of the same pictures. Because that was done after Charles Schulz had died. So they've used a lot of the same pictures that are in history and to do that book. I'm like, same poses, same pictures, everything. They just put them on pink paper rather than whatever. I was going to do a Valentine's Day journal and do something about love. I'm like, that's not really me. I'm not wishy-washy, gushy. If that's you, fine. But that's just not me. So I decided, I came up with a couple different layouts. I always will do a double spread, but you know, I came up with some beautiful colors of tiles and old passports. These may not be the same correct languages, but I'm going with it. Beautiful, you know, pictures. A map, which I may or may not use this because he starts out in Gibraltar, or Tangiers, I guess is on the African side. And the Sahara trip takes him through all of Western Africa. So the Sahara Desert takes him from Gibraltar, Tangiers. He goes all the way, comes across the Dakar Rally, actually. Senegal, now these names might be changed by now, I don't know. Mauritania, Senegal, Mali, into Niger a little bit, up through Algeria, across into Libya a little bit, has to, because of, I think, geopolitical problems, crosses over somewhere here. He may have caught a train, I don't know. Along the Mediterranean Sea, Tripoli, Tunis, Apollonia, come across to Algiers, Oran, and into Tangiers again, and back over into the European continent. So, if these countries are called something else now, I don't know. I'm not going to research all that. I'm going by what he said right here in 2002. And I'm pretty sure this Libya was a problem in 2002. Might be wrong. I have watched this series of videos before, but it's been a while, so I'm rewatching them, but I just started again. So, really and truly, this one is in French, I think. I don't have a great map that covers the whole part, the Atlas Mountains. I might try to photocopy this on our copier downstairs. We'll see how that goes. I argue with it every day. I won the argument this morning, though. But I can always use these as background paper on something else. And I will. So that's my plans for February and probably maybe into March. I will say, though, that in March, hopefully, waiting for another call back, I might have a week off because I am going to my quilting retreat. It was scheduled for February. They have changed it to March. I just found out those dates, so I am trying to coordinate with them. I'm waiting on some phone calls now, but their time difference is a little different from ours. 1 or 2 hours, I can't remember. But I'm going to fly. I have driven before, but March is still iffy weather. In the last 2 years since I've been, my driving habits have changed. My driving comfort level has changed. I come here on the easiest route available to me. I don't go on the interstate. I go on a country highway. And to get to Missouri, the quickest way, I will have to go on interstates. I don't like driving with large semi-trucks. Granted, there aren't as many because they're stuck at the ports. But I just don't want to do, I don't think I want to do that. I have a lot more freedom as far as schedule. When it was going to be in April, I was going to tough it out because I wasn't going to have to contend with weather, most likely, unless there was a freak winter something somewhere. And I was going to do a more northern route, which would allow me to go to a different quilt store that I've never been to, but always has been a dream. Since it's going to be in March, and it's at the very beginning of March, March 8th, that weather still can be pretty iffy. The last time I went, I was caught in a snowstorm and had to spend 2 nights in a hotel, which was fine, and I allowed for that. But the Kansas City airport is where I fly into, and it is a horrible, in my opinion. I've been through that airport twice, and I've had horrible experiences both times. But I'm going to suck it up, Buttercup, and do it. And mask up, of course. And you have to, in the United States, you have to wear a mask on the plane, which is fine by me. I prefer that. And I might even have gloves on. I don't know. I will have lots of hand sanitizer and all of that. And spend the night, rent a car, get there, do the retreat, which is to the 11th. Drive to Kansas City, spend the night, and fly home. And I'm going to fly out of Myrtle Beach because it's 5 minutes down the road, and it's an easier airport to maneuver. Not that Columbia is gigantic by any means. We have 2 terminals. 2. One goes that way, one goes that way. But it's actually just as convenient as Columbia, and it's closer. So anyhow, I will have a week off in March. All of that to say that. I'm not going to try to film ahead. I might film a couple days, so it might not be a full week. Who knows? It's a month off. I don't know. So that's my plans. So come to the Sahara. Get your sandy clothes. I have sand here. Oh, wouldn't it be great if I could put sand in it somehow? It's not Sahara sand, but it's sand. 1.5 million years ago, it may have been over there. Now it's here. Who knows? Lots of warm colors, lots of craft paper. I brought my sketch paper so that I can use this. I think I actually have a scratch paper pad here that I forgot I had. Go figure. I have paper. Anyhow, I'm excited. I love doing these. My reason why is because I love doing... I'm not traveling. I am a gypsy by heart. I love to travel, and we can't. I am going to next month. It's not advisable, and I am scared about getting on a plane, trust me, but I'm going to do it. And lost my train of thought. This happens all the time now when you get to be my age. Anyhow, so I travel vicariously through books and or YouTube videos, or a combination of the two. So here we go. Pack up. Let's go for a camel ride.